Hello everyone, welcome you all again in the lecture of IC engine fuel and lubricants. Today the topic is additives, dopes and gaseous fuels. So, this is the contents for the today's presentation, important qualities of fuels. In previous lecture we have defined all the qualities in detail, then rating of fuel, dopes, additives, gaseous fuels, LPG, CNG, biogas and producer gas. So, this is the again repetition of the previous lecture, important qualities of CI engine fuels. You know that what is CI engine fuel? Compression, ignition, fuel engine. So, it is having, it should have different types of properties, like it should have knock characteristics, volatility, starting characteristics, smoking and odor, viscosity, corrosion and wear, handling ease. So, we know that in the CI engine we use diesel, which is known as the conventional fuel. So, the problem with diesel is nothing but its limited resources and the emissions. That is why we have to go for the alternative methods of the fuels using in the CI engine. So, we have discussed the what is its, how it is handled and how it is stored, its smooth and efficient burning characteristics and continued cleaning during using. So, how it works. So, these are the properties which are desirable from the CI engine fuel. So, you all know that this is the combustion pressure theta angle which define the phases of combustion. We have discussed this in the unit 3. So, it is having 3 phases of combustion. First phase is ignition delay. So, this ignition delay is very important parameters. This ignition delay is the time period in which you inject the fuel and a first pressure pulse is observed, that duration is called ignition delay. So, ignition delay is depending upon many parameters. We have discussed all the parameters like the fuel characteristics, different viscosities, its cetane number, its RPM, types of fuel induction. So, all these variables affect the ignition delay. So, because this unit is dedicated to the fuels, different types of fuels. So, the cetane number and the fuel characteristics means its viscosity, kinematic viscosity, its density, specific gravity, this affects this ignition delay. Similarly, the volatility, we have discussed this volatility. Volatile means for a given range of operating range of temperature, how it is vaporized. So, that is known as volatility, we have discussed it. Then the starting characteristic, the fuel should help in starting the engine easily. This requirement demands high enough volatility to form a combustible mixture readily, and a high cetane rating is in order that the self ignition temperature is low. So, smoke and odor. So, that is the quality of the fuel, that smoking and odor which are the characteristics of the CI engine, it should be as low as possible, which is a very main problem in the case of diesel engine while we use conventional diesel. So, better it to use some alternative means or using dopes or additives to suppress this smoke and odor. Similarly, viscosity you know that it is the resistance to flow. So, how it varies with respect to different operating condition, we study this, and it is very important property, because the injection depend upon the fuel injection depend upon the viscosity. So, it should be optimized. So, the composition of gasoline This is the important qualities of SI engine fuel, because the last one is for the CI engine fuel. We have discussed in nutshell the important qualities of SI engine fuel, because SI engine fuel are also known as gasoline. So, the requirements we have we can say that these are the requirement for ideal gasoline. It should be mixed with air easily, knock resistant, should not pre-ignite and easy to handle. It should have high calorific value and should not have foam, gum and varnish, and these are the desirable quality of the SI engine fuel. It is volatility just like in CI engine, then starting and warm up, operating range performance, crankcase dilution, vapor lock characteristics, it is because of the volatility, anti-knock quality and the gum deposits. So, what is anti-knock quality? It is anti-knock means to suppress the abnormal burning or detonation in the CI engine. So, the fuel should have that type of characteristic that it should not pre-ignite. The combustion flame should start from one end and it travel throughout the cylinder, throughout the combustion chamber in a uniform way. There should not be pre-ignition or any pressure variation, high pressure waves generation. So, that should be burning should be smooth, very smooth, and the dP over d theta, which is the rate of pressure rise, should be smooth. So, the best SI engine fuel will be that having the highest anti-knock property. So, how you will say that the fuel is having highest anti-knock characteristics? So, these are the some ratings of engine fuels. So, we rate the fuel. So, these are the parameters for rating, that it is highest useful compression ratio. So, you know that what is compression ratio, because the SI engine efficiency Otto cycle, which works on the Otto cycle, it depends upon the compression ratio. Higher the compression ratio, higher will be the thermal efficiency of the engine. But the problem is, if you using higher and higher compression ratio, then there will be a problem of detonation in the combustion chamber because of the higher compression ratio. So, this is the limitation for the compression ratio. So, highest useful compression ratio is the limitation for the compression ratio. It is optimized, it should be as high as possible, and to make it for existing fuel which is having the gasoline, to make it the existing fuel useful, we can either the modify engine or we modify the fuel. So, modification is done by if you add some additives or called dopes into the conventional fuel, then its knock characteristics improved and you can go for the highest compression ratio, because the compression ratio, you know that that efficiency of Otto cycle is 1 upon R to the power gamma minus 1. So, this is the compression ratio. So, you can go for the higher value. Then octane number, we have discussed this octane number, this is higher the octane number, higher the anti-knock characteristic of that fuel. It is of two types, research and motor octane number. There is a sensitivity, difference of research and motor octane number, sensitivity. Another number is also known as performance number. If you go beyond 100, then we go for the performance number. Tryptane rating is also one of the rating parameter of SI engine fuel. Then a knock limited, spark advance, low, medium and high speed knock. We have discussed all these things in the previous lecture. Use of high octane number fuels, effect of fuel structure on knocking, because the fuel may have paraffins, it has branch chain paraffins, normal chain paraffins, naphthenes, aromatics. So, all the composition affects its anti-knock characteristics. So, the use of high octane number fuels, the engine can be operated. If you use high octane number fuel, then the engine can be operated at high compression ratio and therefore, with high efficiency without a detonation. The engine can be supercharged. What is supercharged? To increase the density of the inducted mixture is known as supercharging. So, the engine can be supercharged to high output without detonation. So, we can go for supercharged mixture also. Supercharging affects the power output of the existing engine. So, it is improved. the performance of the engine is improved by supercharging with the help of some you are not inducting fuel at atmospheric pressure, you are inducting fuel at some higher pressure. So, by doing so the supercharging the performance of the engine is existing engine is improved. So, third one is optimum spark advance may be employed raising both end power efficiency. So, it is also we can go for optimum spark advance, then effect of fuel structure on knocking. Knocking is proportional to the amount of pre-oxidized, but unburnt AND gas which undergoes auto ignition. Very light paraffins, very important thing, such as methane, very light paraffin having very low molecular weight. For example, methane, ethane and propane have excellent anti-knock properties. So, light paraffins are having excellent anti-knock properties. Hydrocarbon of extended chain like structure oxidize easily and knock readily and hard, while those of clustered structure oxidize less easily and do not knock so readily. So, the higher if you increase the carbon chain length, so as this carbon chain length is increasing, the anti-knock property is reducing. So, it is more prompt to the knocking. So, because it is oxidized more easily, and the clustered chain means like branch change. So, branch change have better anti-knock characteristics because they are clustered in the structure, just like ring compounds and naphthalene and aromatics have some different behavior. Cyclohexane is one of the different types of hydrocarbon, is only moderately knocking, while benzene is so much knocking that it is difficult to rate it on the knocking scale. So, benzene is having very much knocking tendency. Similarly, we can discuss the rating of CI engine fuel. So, the C10 number of diesel engine fuel is indicated of its ignition characteristics, and the C10 number we have described in the last lecture. Higher the C10 number and higher the anti-knock characteristics. So, C10 number affect the number of engine performance parameters like combustion, stability, drivability, while smoke, noise, emissions and CO and hydrocarbon. Biodiesel is the can be the replacement of the CI engine, and it is derived from straight vegetable oils, and maybe that edible or maybe non-edible. So, the biodiesel which is formed from the straight vegetable oil has higher C10 number than conventional diesel. So, if you use biodiesel in place of diesel in a diesel engine, existing diesel engine, they may give rise to less pollution and it can burn effectively as compared to diesel engine, but the problem are there in biodiesel. In coming lecture I will discuss that. So, this results in higher combustion efficiency and smoother combustion. The C10 number of diesel fuel is measured according to STM D613 standard test method for C10 number of diesel. So, C10 number is a measure of ignition quality of diesel engine fuels, as it indicates the comparative ease with which a diesel fuel will ignite. So, this is all about this. In nutshell, this C10 number is the criteria for the rating of the CI engine. So, these are other criteria like diesel index. So, how it is calculated? Diesel index, this is the diesel index, it is the formula for diesel index, it is equal to aniline point in degree Fahrenheit into degree of API gravity at 60 degree Fahrenheit upon 100. So, diesel index is evaluated from this, and the C10 number can be evaluated in terms of diesel index is equal to 0.72 into diesel index plus 10. Now, aniline point is one of them, it is the lowest temperature at which the oil is completely miscible with the equal volume of aniline. So, for a good quality of diesel oil, the aniline point is greater than 70 degree Fahrenheit. So, this degree of API can be measured with the help of this aniline point. So, what is aniline sorry, this API gravity is one of the other parameter for rating of the CI engine fuel. Now, come to the dopes and additives. So, what is dopes, what is additives? So, these are the some like solvents which are mixed into the conventional fuel, like if it is conventional fuel is for SI engine, it is petrol, gasoline, or conventional fuel for diesel engine, like diesel you can add some liquids like solvents, and they have some properties like it should be completely miscible in the given range of the operating range of the fuel, because you are using your vehicle from one place to another place, there may be weather change. So, let that you are using from Kanyakumari to the Ladakh, then temperature variation is too much, maybe in minus to plus 40 degrees Celsius, then in this is known as the operating range of temperature. So, these additives which are very costly, they are mixed into the conventional diesel to improve its characteristics and to to improve its performance and to reduce the emissions. So, combustion problems can be solved by the combustion chamber design. Either you design your combustion chamber, you modify the materials of your engine, or either you modify the fuel by enhancing the fuel quality. So, fuel quality we have discussed in last few slides. If it is SI engine fuel, it is octane number, higher the octane number, and for CI engine fuel it is cetane number. So, fuel quality should be improved. So, these dopes and additives are used to improve combustion performance of fuels and reducing emissions to meet the stringent norms of the governments like Bharat stage 4, 5, 6. So, you have to meet out these stringent norms. So, you cannot go immediately to these norms, because we need some time to optimize the things, to optimize your engine for retrofitting of the engine, we need some time. So, meanwhile, we can use the existing engine with the existing fuel by adding some additives and dopes. So, the requirements of an additive, what should be the requirements of the additives? What should have? It should have these properties. So, it should first is a knock resistant, that it should have higher octane number if it is used for blending in the SI engine, or it should be have high cetane number if it is blended into the CI engine. Then soluble in fuel under all conditions, operating condition, stable in storage and have no adverse effect on the fuel stability. It should be in the liquid phase at normal temperature and volatile to give rapid vaporization in manifold, because finally what will happen, it has to mix with air with the vaporization process. So, it should have also the properties of vaporization, better vaporization, just like petrol or diesel. So, it must be not produce any harmful deposits after burning, and its water solubility must be minimum to minimize handling losses. And last one, the anti-knock tendency of additives is believed to be the result of breaking of chain reactions, thereby delaying the auto ignition of the end mixture and permitting the normal flame to pass through it without combustion knock. So, how it works? It shows this, that anti-knock tendency of additive is believed to be the result of it breaks the chain reactions, thereby delaying the auto ignition. So, finally, it works on the principle, it suppress the chain reaction or auto ignition tendency of the fuel, of end fuel also. So, it means it should have high knock resistance property. You can see through this diagram, tetraethyllead TEL is one of the dope or additive for the petrol, and you can see that there is millimeters of TEL per US gallon. What is US gallon? You should know that US gallon is equal to 3.78541 liter. So, if it is mixed in 0 amount milliliter, it is mixed in milliliters per US gallon, means if you are mixing 0, then octane number is 100. This is another rating criteria, performance number. We will focus on this. If you add 1 milliliter in 3.78541 liter of petrol, then you can see that its octane value, which is evaluated from the CFR engine, is enhanced from 100 to 108.6. Another, if you add 2 ml to the 3.78541 liter of the petrol, so the value further increased and it keep increasing. At 6 ml it is approximately 120.3. So, the if you add tetraethyl lead, the result is increasing the octane number or improving the knock resistant. So, the gasoline additives increases gasoline octane rating order, act as octane inhibitors. So, these are the some oil additives. So, oil additives should have the property, it should not coat on engine parts and it should not affect chemically the different engine components also. So, this is the tetraethyl lead, it is a principal anti-knock agent and it is having, these are the characteristics of tetraethyl lead, which is very heavy element and can exist in a number of different oxides formation. But the deposited lead can cause spark plug fouling and may corrode exhaust valves. And this is the on January 1996, the Clean Air Act completely banned the use of this lead tetraethyl lead. This has completely gotten of leaded gasoline. You are still permitted to use it for off road vehicles, aircraft, racing cars, for equipment and marine engines. So, now it is not used in tetraethyl lead is not used. So, in place of tetraethyl lead we can go for tetramethyl methyl lead also. So, it is one of the another additives. Water injection is maybe the another technique to improve the to control the knock, and ethanol blending is nowadays government is focusing on ethanol blending. The government had earlier fixed a target of 10% of ethanol blending by 2022 and 20% of 2030, but the plan now is to directly migrate to 20% as the level of the blending is successively being used in blunt rows such as in Brazil. So, like Brazil, Indian government is also recommended the use of ethanol up to 20%. These are some anti-knock gasoline anti-knock and other additives characteristics table. These are the some C10 changes, isopropyl, these are the amyl nitrate for diesel engine, butyl, methyl, etc. And this is for the SI engine like tetraethyl lead, methyl lead, iron carbonyl, aniline, ethyl, methyl. These are the some list for the dopes for the SI engine fuels. Now, we come to the gaseous fuels. Gaseous fuels which exist in the gaseous phase, LPG, CNG, hydrogen, biogas, producer gas, these are the fuels. So, these are the characteristics of LPG fuels. So, what is liquid petroleum gas? So, liquid is known as liquefied petroleum gas is also called LPG gas or auto gas. So, it is a flammable mixture of hydrocarbon gases, propane, butane, and it is this is the composition of the LPG, ethane, propane, propylene, and the butane, which in the form of normal or isobutane is used in the gaseous fuel. So, it is having approximately 51 megajoule of per kg of calorific value. Now, this is the advantages of LPG: non toxic, non corrosive in nature, and it burns cleanly and has high octane rating more than 100. So, LPG engines have less knocking vibration, so particulate emissions are also less. So, frequently cleaning of combustion chamber is not required. LPG is characterized by high thermal efficiency in a heating route. These are the disadvantages of the LPG, which is because it is inflammable and it does not provide power to the vehicle in mountains or rough terrains, because it reduces the power of the engine. Because we know that we do not know that auto LPG and domestic LPG both are different, and it is legal to use LPG in the automobile, but it is not legal to use domestic LPG into the auto LPG. So, auto LPG on the other hand is the purest form of LPG and does not have any corrosive characteristics. Domestic LPG, due to its composition, may have a pressure of between 3 to 10 bars, whereas auto LPG has a high propane content and lesser heavier hydrocarbons, thus it has a pressure of between 7 to 10 bars. And in auto LPG, the isobutane composition is higher, because we know that if the octane value is depending upon the nature of the hydrocarbon. So, which is isobutane is having more octane value. So, we need more fuel, more knock resistance fuel for auto. So, auto LPG is having high octane number as compared to the fuel. So, this we in this lecture we have discussed LPG, then we can also go for the CNG. CNG is having more methane. So, as in composition, so also known as compressed natural gas. So, CNG is one of the gaseous fuels. Then hydrogen, this is another gaseous fuel, we can go for it for SI engine fuel. It is very clean burning fuel. It's we can go for biogas also. So, the gaseous fuel can be used in a various way. In the next lecture, we will discuss these gaseous fuels which are used in the existing engine and what are their advantages, disadvantages, and how they affects your emissions and power. So, thank you for this lecture.